Yeah, hello everyone. Good morning and good evening. Let us start the session. Okay. So yesterday we have started our React.js batch 12. So today is the second session. So let me quickly explain what I have discussed in the session, yesterday's session. So I have shared this yesterday's link, whoever is missed. So please go through it. Okay. So what I have discussed yesterday, right? We just discussed our roadmap. Okay, so nothing but a here everybody come up with a some goal. To achieve this goal, what are the things we are going to be taken? Okay, the duration, timing, everything. So next we have discussed about a React.js features. So these features which you search in the Google definitely different which I given. Okay, okay. So in the user point of view, in the client point of view, who is the user of the React.js? The client only. Okay, so not a developer. Okay. So not a end user. I mean to say, for example, you came for me to develop a product. So I will be develop a product, but that is up to me which technology I'm going to be use. So here, client and developer will be use number of usages and features from our React.js. So what are the features you can able to easily learn? Data binding, rich set of library support. You can able to embedded extend unit testing. Okay. So all these features by the coming sessions with the experience of the different syntax, you will get it. Okay. So in general, if you take any web application, if I take any web application, it follows the three tier. So three tier in the sense which you are able to see, right? This is called a UI. Next. So I'm going to get some data, right? So that will be in the database. So that will be in the database. Okay. So if I want to get the information from the database and if I want to show on the UI, I need a middleware. These middleware provides the security as well as logic. Number of reasons are there as well as database connectivity, because from the UI can't able to connect a database directly. Okay, so this is a simple three-tier architecture. Any web application, for example, if you want to develop your own web application also, you need to be follow. Okay, for example, Raghu wants to develop an application for so he has the so-and-so canteen, or else he has a one hospital. He wants to develop means so he has to be follow this architecture. Okay, now let us back to our React. So what is our React? React is used to develop a web application. The statement is clear. React Native is used to develop a mobile application. So here our target is to develop a web application. Okay. So my web application can be support any resolutions, definitely all type of resolutions. So in our session, I will explain about the resolution oriented things also. Okay. So how to work with resolution means press F12 or inspect. Here you are having the mobile mode. See the mobile mode. Okay, this is the iPhone. In the mobile mode, our Amazon will be display like this. So these type of resolutions we will see. Okay, next, for example, if you want to build any application, it has to be follow the certain design pattern or a design principle. Yes, definitely. Okay, okay. So without a pattern or principle, so a software application is not going to be developed. For example, you want to construct a home. Definitely, you need to be follow the certain rules and regulations. Okay. So the way you need to be construct a home. So what is the front? What is the back? Okay. So how much size you need to be live. Okay. So as the house, you are following the so and so construction rules. So if you are developing any application, definitely with knowing and without knowing, you are going to be following one of the design pattern, definitely. So our React is JS following the SOC, separation of concerns. Okay, so what is this SOC, how it will work, and all these things we'll see. Okay, that is a statement. Just I explain about a setup. Okay, just I explain about a setup. Okay, so what I need to do, what are the things to be do? So first I need to install the Node.js. So this setup was clearly explained the last session. If anybody missed, please go through it. Okay, please go through it. First, to set up the Node.js. Next, create a React application. Next, you need to be run the React application. So this is the what we have discussed in the last session. So let us go next. So let me open my React.js application. So first, let me run my React.js application. In the last session, which we created example one. Am I correct? Yes. So I need to be run this React.js application. So how to run my React.js application? What are the steps? Run a React.js application. Go to the application folder. Where is my application? Example one is my application. Go to the application folder. Next, open a app folder. Go to the address bar. Type command. Go to the address bar. This is my address bar. Type cmd. It will open a command prompt, and you need to run this npm start. So let me tell you again. So here, what I'm trying to explain, how to run my React.js application. So this is my React batch 12 is my application path. So here I have created example one is my application. So let me go to the address bar. Address bar means, so this is called address bar. This is called folder address bar. Okay, go here, type cmd. So you need to be type npm start. Once you type npm start, my project will be start running. npm start will be, it will start running. Okay, my project is running. It will take a hardly few seconds, maybe 30 seconds. So what this command is doing? This command is doing, it is converting your React to browser understandable file. So now my React application is running. Yes or no? Yes. So React application is running. Yes, sir. It was perfect. React application is running. I was perfect. But we need to start a programming. We need to write a programming. Yes. So how to write a programming from here? You need to open the Visual Studio Code. So open Visual Studio Code. I'm just opening the Visual Studio Code. So once you open Visual Studio Code, it may have the previous so and so open. So simply go to the file, open folder, file, open folder, which is the one? Example one. Select this folder. Example one, your folder. Okay. So it is loading. It is reloading with example one. Okay. So this is my application. Okay. So here I can able to start working on this application. Here I can able to start working on this application. Are you clear up to here?
Yes, Chaitanya.
Yeah, Chaitanya, clear.
Is that Narendra joined today?
చైతన్య నేను ఆర్య అనే పేరు నా పేరు
Okay, please rename. On a team, just be note, maybe we are a friend. While session is going on, please don't be called the trend with the names. Please rename. I'm just thinking about who is Arya. Just rename, please. So anyone, please be. Anil Kasa or someone?
లేదు సార్ నిన్న మీట్ అయ్యాం కాబట్టి
Okay, okay, sure. Bullibabu, Praveen, Raghu, Rajiv, Rambabu, Seshu, Surya, Vamsi, Venkat. Okay. Okay. So let us continue. So this is my application. Okay. So in this application, if you observe the React.js, you can able to see the different folders. Here you are having the node models. Here you are having the public source package. I will explain what is the purpose of a individual folder. Okay. I will explain what is the purpose of a individual folder. Okay. So now let us see here my application is running. Let us print your name. Let us print our name. If I want to print where to be changed, how to be changed, see here. So are you clear with how to open your application, React.js application from the file open folder? Now expand this src folder. In the src, you are having the app.js. Okay, app is nothing but application. Remember this point. So your developer task is going to be start from this app.js. So remaining files are, you no need to worry, but I will explain what are what and all these. Okay, so don't worry about the remaining files. As a developer, you are going to be start from this app.js. Okay, this is my app.js. So here you are having some html content. Okay, so see here, this is my html content. So let me remove this header part. Everyone, so remove this header part, print your name, react.js batch 12. Just to save it. So it will go for the compiling. So here already in the command prompt it is running now. It will be go for the compiling. Done. So react.js batch 12. Okay, so now you can able to start to write our code from here. Okay, so from here you can able to start your development work. So as of now, what have completed? We have completed the setup. Okay, next, from here we can able to start our React.js application. So something was happening here, already explained the last session. What it will do, this is your React.js code. These files are specific to the React.js code. Your browser cannot understand the React.js. This is your browser, no? It cannot understand. Okay, so here we are using the compilation process. This compiler is the Node.js compiler. So Node.js compiler convert your React application to browser understandable HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So it was clear. Yes. Yes. So now let us dig into this folder structure. So now what are the files and what I need to be do? Let us dig it. So please take a heading. Once you created a React.js, so you are going to see so and so folders, so and so files. What are those? React.js application folder structure. Okay, so in the demo also I just explain. So if anybody already taken notes, so just please be follow. So for the new members to be get it. Okay, first what you are seeing here. So let me come up the first and foremost important file is the package.json. What is the purpose of package.json? What is the
Version
purpose of
version
package.json?
details.
So just expand this. Click on here. Here you can able to see. So your package.json contain the version details. So what is the use of version details for me? For example, you are using the React.js so version, right? So it will have the versions under. It will have the dependent versions under. It will have the some scripts. It will have the dependent versions under scripts. So yesterday session we are running the command. What is that command? npm start. Once you press npm start, npm start will be connected to, this is the one. Once you run the npm node package manager starter, it will come to the package.json starter. So this command will be, this start command will be executed. Okay, so your package.json contains versions of React.js application and scripts. So scripts are nothing but commands. These are the commands, straightforward. If I run the npm start react-scripts space start, this command will be executed. So while running npm start, that command will be executed and it will, this command will be convert. Okay, if you are using the Angular also same command npm start, in that situation, so how node package Node.js will understand it is a React or so and so. So once you type the npm start, it will be come to here. If I run the npm build, it will be come to here. Npm test, it will be come to here. Next, package log.json. So package.log.json also contains the dependent versions plus the node module references. Node module references. So next one is the package dot package hyphen log.json contains versions of ReactJS application and node module references. Okay, sir, what are these node module references? So please take this statement. It contains the versions of your ReactJS application, specific application. So today you have joined in a company. Okay, so the company was started at 10 years back. The ReactJS application is running 2 years back. So that's why what will be the version of your ReactJS? 16th version. Okay, so how can I able to check my ReactJS application? So once you join in a company, you need to be go and check in the package.json. Okay, so you don't need to ask somebody else what is the version of my application is following and what are the dependencies. Today's session I will show how to install the bootstrap and work with the bootstrap also. Okay, here you can able to get it. So this package log.json contains the versions of your React.js application and node modules. See here you are having the node modules, right? These node modules code references will be there. Okay, so these node modules, exact these node modules are going to be downloaded from these URLs. Okay, so as the name saying package lock, you are not going to be open. If you want to see the code, take that copy paste, it will download exe file. I mean, sorry, it will download a zip file. You can able to unzip, but the code is encrypted. So maybe you can't able to understand it clearly, but somewhat you can able to see the files. Okay, so these node modules. Okay, so about this node modules, the purpose of a node modules, next, the link of package log.json along with the node modules I have clearly explained in the ReactJS batch 12 second video, in the second demo session. Once refer, you are having the more, get into the more things. Okay, so the purpose of a node modules is, next the point is, what is the purpose of a node modules? So what is the purpose of a node modules? So here I'm saying about a node. Node is nothing but your Node.js. Node is nothing but your Node.js only. Okay, so this Node.js only. So already we have installed in the yesterday session this Node.js only. Okay, so now we are saying about node modules. What is the purpose of this node modules? So currently you are working with which application? ReactJS application. Okay, so this ReactJS application is understood by this browser? No, by the browser it is not able to understand. So node modules are the libraries. Please take a form. Node modules are the libraries which are helps to, node modules are the libraries which are helps to, what is the purpose of a node modules?
Build and execute.
So not only build, create, build and run or execute, both are same, run the ReactJS application. So you want to work with ReactJS application, so you are going to depend on the node modules. These modules are used to you to be create application, build the application, run the React application. Okay, so create in the sense you are going to create a components. In the further you are going to create a more things. Okay, services we are going to be create, models we are going to be create. Okay, so nothing but once you are constructing a home, you are going to be construct a home or not? So you require some raw material or not? For example, planning is not enough, right, on the paper. You need required raw material. This raw material will help you to be construct a home. So which is the raw material in the React.js? My node modules. A node module is not nothing but a raw material of the construction. So it will provide a libraries. Okay, raw material, sand, stone, water, sand, whatever it want, cement. Okay, so these are the raw materials which are used to construct a home. Same here, my node modules are the raw materials to build my React.js application. Are you clear? But don't open this node modules like hope you seen that Chandramukhi movie, right? Same like this. Don't open that door. Okay. So whatever the things here you may or may not understand, that is not required for us. Node module is the raw material. So how that raw material is prepared, we don't need to worry. So nobody is not going to be asked. But everybody will ask by this node modules, by using this raw material, how you are going to be construct a application. Clear the statement? So inside of don't dig it, it is having the number of things. So do you know the size of node modules? See, still it is calculating MB. I think somewhat come near to the GB. Okay, so those many libraries are there. Okay, so my 312 MB, 312 MB. Okay, are you clear? The node modules are the libraries which are help you to be construct your React.js application. Okay, so node modules are completed, package.json is completed. So what is the purpose of readme? So any application you can able to see the readme, just it is about your application. Okay, about your application. For example, you develop a one healthcare domain. For example, you develop a so and so application, right? Retail, or else you develop a one grocery system. You need to be explain about your application. Am I correct or no? For example, I want to develop a grocery system. Grocery system in the sense, for example, in the grocery, first you are going to be create a record for a order. Nothing. For example, you want to sell from your system to I want to sell a grocery items like rice items. For a first, you need to be do creation. What are the steps? What are the steps to be created? So nothing but a functional steps will be mentioned. But as a developer, you don't need to worry. So you are not going to be write in detail, but you are your responsibility also. At least you need some comments. Okay. For example, today Raghu is working on the project. Okay. After few days, Bharat will hand over the project. Okay. So how the Bharat is going to be understand? See the Bharat. So you are going to have a readme.md. So here a developer responsibility or manager team lead, whoever the development team, dev team responsibility. Okay. To add a comment about your application. So if anybody is not able to add a comment, once Bharat, you are taking a handover application. So not only the functional KT, ask for this, where is the information? Are you clear? So this point I'm saying to everyone. So once you are get into the project, right, what are the things you need to be asked? Not only the functional KT. So coming to the React.js application, you need to be expect the README. So this README is nothing but about your React.js application. So here also I just created React.js application. So it contains all the details of my application. Started with the create React app. Okay. So here is the link, git link. Okay, how to start? Available scripts. Okay, what are the scripts? Npm start. What is the purpose of Npm? Run the application in the development mode. Okay, Npm test, Npm run build. Okay, Npm run eject. So these are the just React.js application specific one. Okay, sir, how many readmes can I able to add? Multiple we can able to add with different names. Readme underscore application flow so on. So okay, so if I want to deploy this one, somebody asking about how, sir, how to deploy? So clearly they are giving a, so basically our React.js is from the Facebook. Now they are giving some Facebook link. Okay, let us dig it. Okay, first if you are able to understand this React.js and what is the features and purpose of each and every folder, so it is very easy to be get into the React. Okay, so they given the number of statements you can able to about the deployment. Npm run build creates a build directly, so on. So how to deploy? we'll see end of the sessions. If I say end of the last week, at the time I will show how to be deployed. So what are the files will be become a deployment. Okay. So what is the purpose of this readme? It will explain about the project. Read me.md. What is the purpose of this one? It will explain about the application or your project. Okay. So now read me explaining about their React.js. Okay. But these are the just a comments provided by React.js, how you need to be work it up. Okay. Are you clear?
Yes.
So anytime in the confusion also let me know it. So tomorrow these are the responsibilities. Once as experienced guy, if you want to go on, these are the things we need to be asked. Okay. Next. So read me, these are the git ignore. Leave about this is the ignore. So this is provided by the git. Okay. Which version control as of now we are using means most of the companies the G8 git. So other than the git, we are having the TFS, VS Code. Okay. So number of version controls are there. So leave about this git ignore. So git ignore is nothing but these files will be ignored. Okay. So what are the ignore files? Node modules. So while you want to deploy now, node modules are required. But git ignore I will explain in the later sessions, not today. You may confuse. Okay. So Vidya, are you clear up to now what I have discussing? Okay. So try to understand from the application creation. Okay. Hope you created completed the yesterday's one, right? Who joined today? Vidya. Else Vidya who joined today. I hope you complete yesterday's session.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hope you are clear, right? And have you done the setup?
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. In that case, it will be good. Okay. Any questions, Tim? I'm saying again and again, feel like a one-to-one session. Okay. Any doubts? Raise it to me. I will answer immediately. Next, public folder. Next one is the public. What is the purpose of this public folder? So public folder contain the public files. So here you can able to see many files. So all these are waste files, not required for the development or not required. Only one file is the index.html. Okay. So it contains your public folder contains index.html. Okay. React.js application contains only one HTML page. What is that? That is index.html page. That is index.html page. What is the purpose of index.html page? So basically browser will be load a HTML page only. If I want to load anything in the browser, browser will load HTML page only. Okay. Here also this is somewhat HTML pages. All these are HTML pages. Okay. So the content from the database, the content from the data storage will be shown on the UI. Okay, the content from the database will be shown on this UI. This will be get and shown in the HTML page. Entire React.js contain the only one index.html page. For example, you are the single, what you will say? I'm the single. That's what our React.js also contain only one index.html page. So it is key, it is called as because of this our React.js application is single page application. Single page because your content only one page now, that's why it is calling a single page application. So everybody will say about a single page. So what is a single page? Because it is the single and it's not ready to be okay. So single page application because it contains only one index.html. But what are the features I can able to get it the single page application? So other than the React and Angular, just 6 years back, we don't have the single page. Each and every page, every feature, we are going to create a separate HTML pages. Okay. For example, if I want to create a So let me go here. If I want to create a customer service, we need to create a one index HTML page. This HTML can be CSS HTML or ASPX page or Java JS Java pages, whatever it is, individual HTML pages. But now our React.js is the single page application. It contains only one index.html. Sir, in case of one HTML page, how I can able to serve different pages? So my requirement is to create a registration page. Where can I able to create? So that's what the next one is the index.js. Index.html, it will be load your index.js. Okay, index.html will be load index.js will be load app.js. This app.js will be load your registration page. I was confused. Yes, definitely. Okay, so let me clear. Okay, so next is the index.js. So index.js app.js will be under src folder. So this is a root to js file of React.js application. Okay, this is the root in a JavaScript file of React.js application. It will call from index.html page. Your index.js will be called from index.html page. Okay, next app.js. Okay, for example, you are having the requirement to meet a chief minister. Okay, so chief minister, just example, take it is index.js. Can you go directly call to the chief? No, you need a certain protocol to be executed. Na? Here also, in our React.js application, they are following a certain protocol. The purposes are splitted. Okay, so my purpose is explain the session. Your purpose is practice, listen the session, practice the session. The next purpose is placement team will show the placements. The next purpose of HR will be look for the placement. So here the purpose was splitted. Okay, so the purpose of index.js, which is the root entry point. Okay, this is the root entry point. Okay, the coding was, don't be confused. Here you can able to see the number of lines of code. Don't be confused, simply follow. So index.html is the root HTML page, only one index.html page. This index.html will be called your index.js page, your index.js page. This index.js page will be see here. Press F12, let me go to the definition, or else right click, let me go to the definition. It is calling app.js. So your developer, as a developer, you are responsible to write a code from here. Okay, so where the coding is start from here? Code will be starts from here. Nothing but a all the application components will be called from app.js file. Okay, index.js HTML is the HTML page. All the content will be low. It will be called index.js. Index.js will be called app.js. So as a developer, you are going to be work from the app.js. Are you clear? So once you are working on the new project, for example, Surya is going to be work on the new project. Okay, from where he will start? He will start the app.js. Now he is clear. So React.js having index.html, it will be called index.js and it will call app.js. Okay, so app.js he is going to be work. That's what. So React.js batch 12 series. Once you save it, so it will be compile and load in your browser. Yes, Vidya.
Sir, how are they calling the other ones? I didn't understand.
Okay, so here Vidya doubt is so here I'm having the index.js. How this index.js is going to be called your index.js file. Okay, so how index.js will be called this app.js. So let me talk. Okay. So see here, you are having the somewhat code. Leave about all the code syntax. So observe the line number 31. Okay. So I will explain Vidya, and I'm saying to everyone, I will explain what is the head section, body section. So I will explain in detail about the HTML. Okay. So don't worry. So here in the line number 1, what is the idea of this div? Root. Okay. So let me go to the app.js. Sorry, index.js. Here what it is doing? It is going to load index.js inside of the root element. Which is the root? This root was from the index.html. Clear? So this root is the ID, that element ID. See it, get element by ID. Na? This root is the element of a division. What is the division? The division is exist in the index.html. Okay. So let me show from here also. Okay. So see here, this is only one index.html. Now let me expand the body. Okay. See the div root. Okay. Where this root is coming with you? This is coming from the index.html. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you was clear about it is from here. Next, how this content is going to be loaded. So from where the content is coming from? This is coming from your app.js. Okay. This is coming from your app.js, and now the student will become so how this app.js will be rendered inside of index.html. So that process, see here in the index.html, I'm having a person. The person name is the root. Okay, so this is the place to be load my application. I'm having a one person, the name of the person is the root. So in the index.js page, I'm going to call that person, hey root. So I will explain document.element in detail about all these syntaxes. Here we are calling that root and loading this index.html page. Are you clear, Vidya? So in the index.html page, line number 12, if you observe na app, app. What is this app? Go to the app.js. App is the app is my function name. So what we are doing? We are calling this function from index.js page. So index.html will be called from this root line number 7. In the line number 10, we are calling the app.js. So if I go to the definition of app.js, I can able to see the content. Still anybody have any confusion? But don't be focused on this. What is the return? What is the function? So what is the import? Will come under one by one. What is the function? Yeah, Narendra.
Confused.
So you are having the little confusion.
Yeah.
I mean the calling process.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So please take it as application execution process. First, index HTML page will be load. Okay. Sir, how the index HTML page will be load? Na? So once you are going to be request so on so application, right? For example, if I requested Amazon website, so first index page will be load. Okay. So once index page will be load, what is the next page I'm saying about index.js page? Okay. So index.js page. How this index.js page will be loaded inside of the index.html. Okay, I will give you the note, so please observe. So inside of this index.html page, you are having a one division. Okay, the name of the division is nothing but a root. This index.js file will be load. So next page is nothing but a app.js. Okay, the next page is nothing but app.js. So index.javascript file will be called this app.js. The statement, so the statements in the sentence I will explain. Okay, so please take index HTML page contains a div with ID root. Okay, So index.html page contains the div with the ID called root. Okay. This root ID called by index.js file. Okay. For example, how the Narendra is going to be a, for example, hi Narendra means he will say hi. So how he is saying hi? Basically, I'm calling the Narendra. Am I correct? So same here also. So index.js will be call your root element. So that's why index.js file will be executed. Okay. So you want to more clear now? Maybe 1 or 2 sessions still be required. Don't worry. If still you are having the confusion. Index.js file. Okay. This index.js file will call yap.js file. From the yap.js file, developer written code will be executed. So take it as a, let me take it as a note. So first your index.html page will be loaded. Once you refresh this one, this index.html will be call your index.js file. In the index.js file, you are having the root, right? So this root will be loaded by your app.js. Okay. So just to take it as a statement. So Narendra, you have the somewhat clear or still?
Yeah,
So you are having the 3 files. What are the 3 files? Index.html, index.js, app.js. So index.html will be called index.js, index.js will be called app.js. Here our question is how the calling process will be executed. For example, how I can able to call a person by the name. So here every element contains some IDs. So what is the ID of this division? ROOT root. So if you go to this index.js file, here you are having the root. Okay. So nothing but we are calling that root element which is in the index.html. Vidya, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once this file is executing now, in the line number 10, you are having the app. What is the app? App is the function name. So right click, team, right click, go to the definition. Here you can able to see this app. Here, whatever the data you want, you can able to see. Yes. Anil, Libabu, Bharat, Praveen, Raghu, Rajiv, any questions? Any confusion?
No,
Ram
no
Babu,
confusion.
No.
everybody is clear? Surya,
Yes.
Vamshi. Okay, good. Any questions? Raise it. Okay. So our application flow is going. So here, what I need to do? So now I will ask a create a registration page. Okay. So how to create a registration page? What are the elements? I will explain. Okay. So here everything I will explain here. So up to now everybody is clear, right? Okay.
Yes.
So if you want to create any registration page, any component, any application, the starting point is the HTML page. What this HTML page contains the see the elements. So see the elements. So first you need to understand these HTML elements. What are the HTML elements and types of HTML elements? Okay. So simply please take a. So HTML, what is mean by HTML? Hypertext markup language. HTML means hypertext markup language. So the purpose of HTML is nothing but a packing. For example, if you want to send some parcel from one place to another place, what you will do? You will pack or no? So our HTML is nothing but a packing of your content. For example, you want to show the list of the orders. See, these are the list of the orders. Okay. So how my data is going to be represented? In a perfect shape or no? A proper shape or no? Okay. So this proper shape, let me inspect here, but don't worry. So how I'm navigating now? See here. This is my one division. In this division, I'm representing a so and so content, so and so image. Here is my so and so content. Okay. So your HTML will be represent the content which you want to display. For example, if I send hi, okay, if you open the web WhatsApp, you can able to see a text from me. Yes or no? How you can able to see the text? By the visualization. Okay, so here, so HTML represents the content and display the content on the web browser. So HTML, it will represent the content and it will represent the content in the web browser. That's it. The purpose of HTML is that's it. ఎక్కడ? Okay. So your HTML represent the content. Now just tell me by observing the Google, just for example, you are recording so and so document. So what type of the content can be there? Everybody, please unmute yourself. Make it as interaction.
Text,
Text,
images,
images, everyone. Text, images, some list like this.
buttons,
If possible, unmute and answer.
Animations.
Animations,
Drop downs.
pardon?
Drop downs.
Some drop downs,
Interactive hours.
interactable controls,
Navigation bars.
navigation bars.
Header.
So either header, footer, that can be images. I'm specifically, for example, if I say content, this is the content in the form of a list. This is the link content. Okay, so this contains the link. So what type of the content you are going to be observing in any type of web application? Na? So that is nothing but a images, plain text. So it can be paragraph, it can be sentence. See here I'm having the text. Next, it can be a images, it can be a videos, it can be a form. Form is nothing but a user interactive. For example, you are going to be write a some content. Am I correct? You are going to be designing some registration pages. Those are nothing but a forms. Next, frames. Next, drop downs. Nothing but action buttons. These are the buttons. Okay. Menus. Menus is nothing but a list. Okay. Can we list down? Content types. So if you're able to understand what is the purpose behind of a so and so thing. For example, you are going to purchase a product. You will require some purposes, right? Here also, we are going to develop application. What type of the content? First one is the text. Next, tables. Next, images. Next, forms. Nothing but a registration pages. Tables are nothing but some grids. Videos. What else? Go ahead.
buttons,
Some buttons. User interactable controls. Nothing but a what are the user interactable controls? Buttons, hyperlinks, images also. Number of things are there. Next, what type of data still you can able to see? Nothing. Images are, table is there, text is there, videos are there, some user interactable, some list. So see here. Here this is the list or no? List type of the data or no? Next. So see here, this is the somewhat grid. Grid contain the again the list. Next, what type of data? So
Table.
mostly this is the one. Yes.
Tables.
Already told na, tables are grids. So the data can be text, the data can be a table representation, a grid representation. The data can be images, the data can be forms. Forms is nothing but your registration pages. Next, the data can be a, for example, you want to show some video. Next, user interactable controls like a buttons, hyperlinks, drop downs. Next, list. List can be a list, menu, for example, pagination. Okay, all these are the list. Okay, while I'm explaining about the list in the design session, so our design session on the Saturday session, I will take a list. I will explain how to create a menus, submenus using the pagination also. Okay, yes, definitely I will show you this type of the pagination. Okay, sir, if you know the pagination also, I will show more shortcuts. Next pop-ups. Yes or no? For example, if you click on items, it will display a pop-up. Pop-up is nothing but a flyout. A small box will be displayed. Okay, so if I open IRCTC, it will open a pop-up on the top, right? So now it is showing the image. Now it is the content. So this is my image. So here is my image. So this is my pop-up. Okay, next chat box. Chat box is the one type of the pop-up. The pop-up is top of your screen or pop-up is in the specific position. Pop-ups. What type of the content still be there? So we're having the different types of the contents. So content can be a text, see all this English text, or else it can be images like this. Okay, the representation, remaining things are a table representation, means either text or images can be represented in the table. Next, forms, where you can able to create a user registration. This is nothing but a form. Am I correct or no? This is nothing but a controls. What type of controls? Input text controls. These are the date controls, drop down controls. All these are the form controls. All these are the form controls. So this is the form. So registration pages, all input controls, all input controls, drop downs. Okay, so based on the way we are representing, basically in the nature, three types of contents only. If I say text, image, video, so remaining things are based on the representation. If I want to take the input from the user, I want to go for the forms control. If I want to display in a specific format, I need to be go for the tables. If I want to display in the form of a list, I need to be go for the list. If I want to display some menu, I need to be create. What I need to do, create in case of the menu, I need to use the list. This is the list. Okay, next I want to display a content on the top of a screen. I need to be go for a pop-up or else specific right bottom. These are nothing but a different types of content representation. So tomorrow we'll see about we'll take a scenario. I will show you. But any questions up to now? Any confusion? So tomorrow I will show you about how the ReactJS application flow will be executed. So today I introduced one point, right? The ReactJS will be start from the index. Next it will be go for the index.html. Next it will go for the app.js. After the app.js, what will happen? So in the developer point of view, what are the things will become? You may say about few members are working on the React. You may say about sir components will be there. Yes, what is the component? Okay, so we'll see about a clear picture how your React.js application is going to be executed. Index to index.js file, app.js, from the app.js to the individual components to the service, services to the API service or context service or global service. So from this service to how the API to database. So tomorrow I will show you a clear picture. Okay. Any questions up to now? Any confusions? So team, that's it for today.